want you to be, I want you to, oh, I'm gonna get you down. I'm gonna pull your hair. I want you to the shit out of me on your verse. And I want you to say stuff like that. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, I don't know. Because it just got, I ain't never heard nobody rap on a speak. I never heard that language on a Jill Scott song. So I'm like, man, I don't know, man. The neo soul community might whoop my ass if I'm on here talking like that. You know what I'm saying? My mama might whoop my ass. My auntie, they gonna jump me if they hear me on a Jill Scott. My pastor wife might slap the shit out of me. She hear me talking vulgar on a Jill Scott song. So I'm like, man, what? She like, yeah, I want you to do. So I go in there, I change the verse a little bit. You know, I say the line she say, whatever she say, and I put it in the verse. And then she's like, okay, that's getting there, but you're still like, you're being too sweet and nice with me. I want you to like, the shit out of me on the verse. Like she's talking to me like that. And I'm like, all right, I want you to say, you gonna hit me with that diamond. That's what that diamond chip big do. You know, actually that was like the last thing she told me. But she kept telling me like lines she wanted me to say, which is the line. Jill Scott wrote my whole verse for the most part. She wrote my verse. She told me what to say. It basically was like a slot machine of words. And she would say, all right, you know, cherry, dollar sign, cherry. And I go in there and be like, cherry, dollar sign, cherry. And she'd be like, nah, that ain't it. Cherry, cherry, dollar sign. And I'd say, cherry, cherry, dollar sign. And she's like, nah, that ain't it. Say, cherry, cherry, cherry. Then I go in there and say, cherry, cherry, cherry. And yeah, that's it. That's how I got moved. So she basically wrote my whole verse, you know, and the last thing she said was, I want you to say, it might sound crazy, but I want you to say, that's what a diamond chip can do. And I was like, all right, then Paul, that sounds perfect. It sounded like it would match because the diamond chip. All right, that sound like it would be what's up. And later on, she told me that the song was inspired by real life events. You know, she was in a sexual relationship with somebody where it was just sexual, but she couldn't leave, and they had like they had her wrapped around them, and it's under a spell, and just because their dick gang was so strong that she couldn't leave. She knew they were bad for her. She knew they weren't the one for her, but she just can't say no. Her mind's telling her no, but her body's saying yes, and she just can't say no. So it was so that's why she wanted me to be this character, which is an actual person. Now, it all makes sense now, because later on I found out, I got some homeboys in jail that have told me some stories about in jail, something they do to their dick, where they get a domino or a diamond, an actual diamond. That's what a diamond chip is. I'm about to tell you, but they don't always get diamonds. Sometimes they'll get a domino. They'll file it down to a small little shard, or not even a piece of gravel will look like, but it's a domino. But actually, shard is the wrong word, because shard is like it's going to point you, poke you. But it's like a little piece of pebble of a rock. And they would do some where they cut off the tip of their dick just so much, then they put the little domino or the diamond in there and sew it back. And it would heal up, and it got a little tough spot on it. That when it hit the clit or the girl in a certain area where they go fucking nuts. And anybody I know who's done this, and it's at least a handful, at least 5 people I know who've done this before, they swear to God by anybody it's like next level. And some of them are like, man, I ain't got no big dick. This is like not to get like hurt, but they'll tell you, like, the people who have this, they will tell you that you don't want to know. I'm telling you, they're so proud. Like how I got the weight loss surgery, and I see people, I'm like proud. Hey, oh yeah, let me tell you all about it. I'll let you know all about it. The people who had this surgery, they'll tell you stuff that's a little private. It's like, man, I don't know if you should tell me, but they'll tell you, man, I ain't got no big dick, this and that. Well, man, they go get crazy. It's because of the diamond chip. It's a diamond chip dick in there. So all of this makes sense to me. When Jill Scott saying that on the song, it made me think, well, damn. Did he go to the penitentiary and he put a diamond in the dick and he got the diamond chip? Because she the one told me to say that. I didn't say that.